Frequency, and I don't think too many people have heard of that one. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
I have heard of Frequency actually. Isn't that
Oh, you have? You have?
Yes, I
Okay.
have. Let me think. Is that Dennis Quaid? Was in that one?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. I think I found it. Frequency. Hold on a second. I am going to bring it on screen, and you tell me if this is it. So just give me a moment. I think I found it. Frequency, huh? It said it came out in 2000 solid. So you're right, late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, that sounds about right. If it came out right in 2000s, it really gives off that kind of vibe.
Yeah, even that transition vibe from the late 90s into the 2000s.
Hmm.
Like the from the Titanics and the Star Wars Phantom Menace on into the Shreks and the
Oh yeah.
Madagascars.
Oh, you've seen it in the theater. Oh, nice.
Nice.
I've only ever seen it streamed online, not on theater, of course. But yeah, it's a good movie. I liked it. It's definitely not very well known, I think, but I don't know. I thought it was pretty well put together.
Yep, hold on. Just
Interesting plot, sure.
let me see here. Let me see if I got it. Okay, I think I got one now. I hope I got the right one here, just to make sure we're talking about the right frequency. Cause I have there are a few up here that have been called frequency. So
Oh, really?
yeah, it's not the most unique title.
That's
Is
true.
this
The
it?
single word titles are, yeah.
Is this the one?
That's the one. That's the one.
Awesome. All right. So tell me about what was your experience with this? Why does it stand out to you?
I honestly don't even remember how I found out about the movie. I heard about it from someone online, I think, but it was a long time ago, and I don't really remember. And it's been a while since I've seen the movie, actually, but I remember really liking it. Um, and for anyone who hasn't seen it, it's about, you can kind of see, it's about a kind of solar flare. Well, it takes place during like a solar flare event that kind of messes with a lot of the kind of telecommunications on Earth. And then there's this kid, well, not kid, like a guy, like a son who's featured on the left in that kind of poster you've got up there, and his dad in the right. And his dad passed away some time before the movie started, and then the son had this old, like really old radio, but because of the solar flare kind of stuff, he was able to like talk to his dad with the radio like in the past. So it's a bit like
Oh,
so yeah, so it's got some like timey-wimey stuff going on, and it's pretty cool. And they try to solve like crimes and mysteries and like
all within one
help each other
movie.
out basically. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That sounds like a lot of content for one movie, is all.
Yeah, it's quite a bit of stuff for one movie, and I think for something that came out in like the 2000s, it's pretty good. So it's one of my favorite movies, probably, and it's not too well known. So
Nice. So you've got, as it
maybe yeah.
were, eclectic tastes, as one could say.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've never
Yeah, I
heard of.
usually don't. Yeah.
I've heard of it. I didn't really know what it was about, though. That's actually sounds pretty cool, and I love it how it's got the whole star thing going on with you. Very consistent.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So you've always been like a fan of the stars and whatnot, and that kind of theme.
Oh, absolutely. It's this space stuff is always ever since a kid. As a kid, I've always loved spacey stuff. Um, it's been a while. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I used to watch quite a bit of Doctor Who as well. And you could argue that takes place in space. He's always going through space and stuff.
Yeah,
So
time and space. That good. That'll stick.
yeah.
Awesome. Frequency. Cool. That's actually a cool plot. My brother and I, what we do these days is if we find a movie interesting, we look a little bit more into it before we check it out because we have been heartbroken too many times with bad works of art, in our opinion. So now we do more research before checking it out. But this one actually sounds kind of promising. I'll let you know
Oh
if I
yeah.
watch it, though.
Sorry.
I'll let you know if I ever watch it.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, definitely let me know. It's a very good movie. I would recommend it. I'd recommend it.
Okay.
It's my seal of approval.
You hear that, folks? Ceph gives his seal of approval for Frequency. with Dennis Quaid and that guy. I don't know his name.
I'm not sure who any of these people are, to be honest.
I'm a
I'm not really one to remember actors' names and stuff.
well, I'm a classic movie buff, so that's why. Well,
Ah,
I don't know
okay.
if I qualify as a buff. Certainly a movie fan.
Hmm.
Yeah, certainly when I was starting, one of the things I wanted to do was write movies. I've written some scripts before, so yeah,
Oh, nice,
yeah, that kind
nice.
of adds to my ability to perform whatnot. Because as a writer, you gotta act out your characters all the time and scenarios. So
Creativity and whatnot.
yes, exactly. Frequency. Oh, thanks for participating in this corner. I love hearing something that just meant something to somebody on a fun level, and this was certainly a fun movie for you.
No, I actually watched this movie. I usually don't watch movies more than once, but I've watched this movie twice. One time was when I just watched it on my own, but then
Mm-hmm.
another time was actually during one of my friends' birthday parties. They asked us if there was like any movie that we wanted to watch, and I recommended Frequency,
Oh,
and
nice.
we ended up putting like a bed sheet up on their wall, like outside,
Yeah.
and we just had like a projector, and we just projected it onto the wall at night outside, and we just watched it.
Nice.
So yeah, had some nice memories too.
Nice. That's all. I take it they enjoyed the movie.
Oh yeah, they all liked it a fair bit for sure. It's got that kind of cheesy, early 2000s feel as well, if that's what you're into. Yeah,
No, you know what? You know what they say. Well, I know what they say is, but just because it's cheesy doesn't mean it's not fun. It just gets cheesier over time.
yeah. I mean, I like cheese, so
Yeah. Well, who doesn't? Gouda, Gouda. No, no, I meant Gouda cheese. Gouda mozzarella. The Monty Python sketch. You just gotta look at the sketch,
hmm, hmm.
the cheese sketch. I don't know if you're a Python fan or not, but
I know a bit of Monty Python. I know, of course, the the Holy Grail one.
yeah.
Uh,
I'm sorry.
the Holy Hand Grenade, that was pretty
Yes.
good. Um, the Black Knight, that's pretty
Yes.
good. Um, yeah, I don't know too many Monty Python sketches. There's the Biggest Dickest, that's pretty good as well. That's
Yeah,
classic.
that's Life of Brian. Biggest dickest. What was I gonna say? So about that setup you had though, was it very hard to set up the sheet or whatnot, or did it go very smoothly
Oh,
when you
I
watch
don't
Frequency?
remember. We managed to get the bed sheet onto the wall fairly easily, I think. I don't remember how we did it. We might have just used duct tape, but we got it to work. It worked fine for a kind of a projector screen. So ended up watch a movie outside under the stars. Pretty good time. Had a good time
Well, good old duct tape. That stuff is pretty reliable.
for sure.
According to
Always can always rely.
home. Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you say? I apologize. You said something?
Oh, sorry. No, I was just gonna say duct tape. You can always rely on it.
Yes. So yeah, Home Delotion, Life of Brian may just be your favorite one. That is a hilarious movie. I remember first watching it, and actually, since I was very young at the time, our parents didn't mind what movies we watched, so we watched a lot of R-rated stuff.
Mm-mm-mm.
So I remember watching it and not liking it compared to the Holy Grail, and that was because I didn't get the jokes about the parodies. But on the rewatch,
Right.
I was just like, oh no, this thing is funny. Oh, this is damn funny. So that's one of the fun things, though. I do believe that it's a good thing I was honest with my feelings back then that I didn't like Life of Brian, because then when I watched it again, I could like it. Instead of I
Sure. Yeah. Like
yeah,
if you watch stuff too early, yeah, you might not just appreciate some of the comedy.
yeah,
Yeah.
or you just don't get it or whatnot.
Exactly.
Because what was I gonna say? Because if I force myself to like the movie, then it would be harder to like it on a rewatch, and I would have to wait longer because you force down your throat something you don't want, and so coming back to it, you'd get a bit of a gag reflex.
Hmm.
So for me, by acknowledging that I didn't like it, it was clean, it was honest, and I can come back to it honestly. So that's worked out for me so far. The same thing happened to me with Godfather and Schindler's List. I did not like those movies.
Schindler's List. Good movie.
Yep, but I did not like them the first time I watched them. But I love them now. Actually, I really like Schindler's List, and I really like The Godfathers. So But yeah, I believe for myself, at least speaking for myself, that can only happen because I was honest with my feelings in the beginning, that I did not like them.
Mm.
That I knew what I liked and what I didn't like. So, lucky.
Oh yeah.